Hey, this is GVM, and uh, okay, uh, I don't have space for this guy. This is the Cavalier Aifrid Gunpla part set 15, and I underestimated how large this actually is. Like, we'll be using a couple of kits. Well, mainly. That I don't have a suitable hold the moment. I need a volunteer kit. Okay, so I have my volunteer kit, and this thing is so big that, pardon the sounds, this is my bootleg phase shift down black Freedom Gundam. I got it specifically for the color. I hate it, but I like the color. That's actually just it. I prefer the seed action gimmick that's common amongst modern seed kits. And just look how big this is compared to an HG. And this is a revive, not a older kit. I mean, technically this is old, but not as old as 20 years ago. Now, this guy just has too much profile. I need to, and let's just get on with it fast. This is the, I forget if that's the beam cannon or railgun, because there is a separate railgun unit they have here. So I'm just, yeah, it doesn't really give us any lore or whatever on the manual. So just from what I remember, this fires beams in the movie, and then this is a turret, and so it can rotate like this. It's the same for the other side, but for that side only. And you can technically remove this, but for now we'll just keep it on the kit here. And the wings here are on a giant C-clip, and it's a bit more solid than the normal C-clip so far, and it's on a peg. So and it's a 3mm peg hole, so you can, just so you can see what you can put on it. I was not ready. Here. This is from my 30-minute mission spider kit, and you can just put, it's gonna be loose fit, however, because it's a bit deep, the 3mm hole, because as you can see there's a slightly larger peg area for this, and another C-clip type joints here are for the missile pods. And no, that is one piece that you have to put on this gigantic module that has like 10 parts, I guess. But this is also removable, and painting them is gonna be difficult in well, for me it's gonna be a bit difficult, since I have to put some masking on the sides here, but it wouldn't be that difficult. You just have to be careful. If you're not gonna go with masking it, you can remove this. Actually, let's remove all this before I put on the kit on it, because man, that's gonna be hard. let's also do it on the side. So this is also a 3mm hole peg that you can put over here. Same with the other side. So now you have a UFO. And on the back you also have these rear wings. These ones are static, and you can also remove these. I'm literally just disassembling this piece by piece, and it comes with an Action Base 7, so it's actually more solid than the Action Base 6 I have, and the Action Base 4 and 5. So yeah, what a neat addition. And there are two peg holes here, 1 and 2, that you can use for the stand. You can use any stand that uses a 3mm peg. And this area moves forward and then back, and these are, I believe they're PET stickers, because they're a bit more solid than the other stickers that I have. And this is the mechanism that allows you to put in a mobile suit, that you are given multiple adapters. And I'm just gonna say this, it's a bit hard to show on camera, but yeah, you can see this. And then there's a circular, there's a cylinder like part here, and then you it's like a locking mechanism from what I've noticed, although I don't know if that's really useful at all. And there's actually a neat feature where you can put the Action Base 7 here. I'm just gonna demonstrate it because it's funny to have. So you can put one of, or any HG with a 3mm hole peg, like say I'm just gonna do this off screen just to see if it will fit, because this is a bootleg. These things aren't reliable, and our test subject is working as intended, but I'm still not good with posing, especially with this limited space. So he's gone, he's done, and let's put this back. So how you put the I'm just gonna show the adapters for it. So this adapter you put here, which is, if I'm correct about it, it's also the same adapter as the the Infinite Justice backpacks, because I don't have that, but the manual clearly states that you can technically, and this is gonna be funny. So this is the core fighter thingy from the Exceed build strike, and yeah, any striker unit can actually be put in the back here. Any that uses the strike connection works wonders here. Now you could also technically, for some reason, put this connector, which is technically supposed to connect over here, but it works somehow. But yeah, this is for the bottom part that works on any striker kit. Sorry, I don't have a strike, and I already tested it with my, what's his name, Dagger L, and that one uses a poly cap, which is a bit loose. But here is a similar attachment point to the Infinite Justice backpacks. So this is specifically for the Infinite Justice and the Infinite Justice Type 2, and apparently the Zigok Freedom Ver. Pardon the nub mark here. I just recently built this. So now this is for the aforementioned Infinite Justice kits and the Zigok Freedom Ver, and basically, as the manual says, you put this on this to get various striker packs onto your Zigok Freedom or your Infinite Justice or Justice Knight. I just remembered that the Justice has a build version, which I kind of want, just so I can give him this unit. And here's your universal backpack connector, which you can also somehow put here. So if you really want to extend your Justice or Zigok, there's that. So let's see if this connects. Nope. Goodbye, Black Freedom. I'm going to use a different kit. Immediately I run into problems of not having a proper kit to use. But we do have volunteers from the UC and build timelines. So with the grandpa, who is very loose, let us try to give him this. One of the reasons I also removed all these parts is it's very difficult just to add a single kit here. And I like that this is on a sort of rail. And voila! It's a bit awkward, but basically it's like that. And it's coming loose, because apparently my grandpa is loose here. So let's try with my XC build strike. Maybe he won't disappoint us. I did try with the Destiny, but then the shoulders were getting in the way. And wow, perfect fit. And now perfection. And then, according to what the manual tells me, you slide this rail and lock it into position. I believe it's supposed to be on the outer lock. Yeah, so you're going to need the stand to just sort of help with this. So now we put back the guns. I like how you know that it's solid when there's a click. I kind of want the Zigok now, but at the same time, the Infinite Justice Type 2 is apparently on sale. I don't know if that's still gonna be the case, but I'm sorely tempted because I don't have that many red kits. I have an abundance of goofs, and I'm considering getting a bootleg version of the goof that's white, but also comes with the Thunderbolt style so yeah, here's the Cavalier Aifrid with the Exceed Build Strike, and we're going to sorry, this is just really hard for me to pose. Actually, this is a really good pose as it is. Now, this does come with a Railgun, of which they use against the movie enemy, the Black Knights, because they have anti-beam armor tech, and everyone's going back to railguns and slugs, because even in the end, physical weaponry works better. So I'm just gonna disassemble this and show off the railgun. There's a possibility in the near future I'll get another Aifrid, but that's mostly because according to the movie there are 2 Aifrids, maybe 3. I saw 2. I put the railgun with other beam rifles. Here's the beam rifle of the Strom with a tiny ass sticker, and here is the without the sticker, the railgun. I'm gonna probably paint this, sand it as well, and the Destiny's beam rifle, which is very small now that I think about it. And here are the various connectors. So let's look at the manual. Let's see what it says regarding these guns. I don't have a Mighty Strike Freedom. I don't have a Infinite Justice. So, using this manual, I will demonstrate the Destiny and the Gyan instead. For the Gyan, we don't need the backpack for this, so okay, doesn't actually use this. So we use F217, which is this piece, and then we put it here on the butt, and then I think this, yeah, we can give it the railgun, but we can also give it its own beam rifle, which already has its own connector piece here, but it works because the connector piece doesn't actually work in the back, just on the side skirt here. So basically we got the Gyan with usually it's equipped with a handle for the halberd. So yeah, the beam rifle gets a secondary attachment point. Now this is apparently for the mighty strike, or what, I think it also works with the strike freedom, but mostly for the mighty strike as it's shown there. So this is how it's supposed to be put in. So it'll put in the side skirt, but I don't have one, so it doesn't do that. And here is for the I'm slightly confused. Oh, okay. So this is for the Infinite Justice butt, and this one is for the Mighty Strike Freedom. So there are different connectors that look the same. I might as well just put them there permanently, or some cases you fill this in and then put a magnet, drill it and put a magnet in. And then this one is the Destiny. So I do have the Destiny over here, so we're going to show him off with the railgun, and there's a stand for him to use. It's gonna be a bit difficult because I did try to put the railgun on him, but that was on the hand, so we're going to just put it in his back. As you can see here, although there is a secondary attachment, and you can do it like this, which works well if it's in a flying pose, but this is still better. Now if I had a Galgug Menace, it already has the railgun, so that was my review of the Cavalier Aifrid and the railgun that it comes with. This was GVM signing off. My next builds are probably the G Quox, the Red Gundam, G Bouncer, or Avatar Fumina. It depends on my time and which one I want to build that looks fun.